Today we've got another exciting railway walk adventure from our book. Today we're walking the Dursley branch line, opened in 1856, closed in 1966. And without any more ado, let's go see what we can find. Bit of orientation then to get started. This is the M5, north-south. That's the A38 that predated the M5, north-south. River Severn's kind of that way. This is the main railway line between Bristol, down there, and Gloucester that way. And then just at this point is where our branch line left the main line. And it went down here then, through Cam to Dursley, where it was built really by the business people there to serve their factories. The engineering works, Lister Petter, huge great woolen mill in Cam. But of course, later date, they thought, well, we'll take passengers, make a bit more on the side, I guess. Trailhead today then, a lay-by in a housing estate. And in front of us is a railway embankment. Here's the station at Dursley in 1866. What a wonderful photograph. Here it is again from almost the same position, 1912. A lady there with all her Edwardian garb on, looking very refined, which would make it where these houses are built then, on the embankment. And that's the other side of the road. That's where we're headed. And that just hiding in the undergrowth is a Victorian overbridge. Apparently nobody wants to take responsibility for it, so they've closed it. However, isn't that wonderful? That must make down there the track. And again on this side, a beautiful balustrade. Unfortunately, it didn't connect to the footpath, so we're going to have to go back down the way we just came. And we're going through here. Track bed. And that's looking the way we've just come. Slightly overgrown. And if we carry on through here. Across the River Cam. Torturous. And somewhat unexpected. National Schools, 1836. To the left. More rural. The old farmyard. Now that is a nice specimen. No, not the van. heads down. In theory this is Station Road, there are no signs. River Cam once more. And the best clue yet. Pub just there then. On this side of the river was Cam Station. Cam Station. That was built on this spot where we are now. Two lovely features in here. One, the signal mechanism on the right, and then if you look on the left in the distance, tall thin chimney of the massive woolen mill. We'll be going past that later, well, with any luck. Onward. Now walking away from the pub then, following the line of the railway, which is just by those trees. I've just turned off to try and get a look. I can hear the River Cam down there, but the railway now is a car park. Main road. Having left Dursley then, down here we're now in Cam. It's a busy little area. Right then, this is us. Well, we've had a lot on this walk. We've had main roads, shopping complexes, housing estates, quiet paths. This is a bit more I approve of. Concrete bridge over the River Cam. We continue this way, and then if we delve down here into the undergrowth, slippery undergrowth, come across that hidden, which is a farm accommodation bridge in perfect condition. Well, a little bit of pointing needed. Get the farmer from one side to the other. Right, we're coming along there, over the span, and over there. Isn't that super? Which makes this the track bed. And no, I'm not going in there. One of these things, and over to what is described as permanent pasture. Looks like crop to me. Looking back gives us the line of the railway with the hedge. All the way along there. Next style, turn left. Along there. Do something. Left through the next stile onto a stone farm track. Turn left. Okay. Now this walk is supposed to be 3 miles. I've walked at least 3 miles and I'm still walking away from the trailhead. And then tucked away in here, I don't know if we can make this. Is another occupation bridge. Just about make out the concrete rails. And that, peering through the undergrowth, is as good as we're going to get. An occupation bridge. Back over the cam. Which was serving a mill here by the looks. Upstream is quite pretty. This side somewhat industrial. This gives a clue as to the reason for the railway. Mainly Lister Petter, but it was an industrial railway. And here you see an old factory, not Lister Petter, but they all piggybacked on the back of the railway and were able to grow their businesses. All sadly now derelict. How many faces peeped out of that window? Depends how high it is off the ground, I suppose. Civilization, and we're back to the housing estates. That's novel. Right, this thing again for half a mile. Some more industrial wasteland. Well, there is some steam coming up for a vent. We've now reached the Shell station, which is halfway back to Gloucester. And we're heading down here. I think this next bit requires a bit of concentration. It's not getting any better. This looks, well, possible. And we get to a multi-arch bridge. That looks surprisingly modern, but it's apparently the objective. I think the abutment shows its heritage. At some stage it had a radical modernisation. Mother Nature having to go getting it back again. The work cut out there, I think. Source of all the noise, River Cam. We'll go over here, see if we can get a better view. Yeah, a bit of a heave and a scramble. That must be the main water pipe for Dursley, I would think. Okay. I'm not sure that was worth the effort. Bridge, track bed. I think looking back you can just about make out the line between the trees. Now that looks pretty. Well, it's a bravery called for. I don't think the bed of this thing is in need of collapse or in danger of collapse. Right. Okay. That's as good as it's going to get. Track bed of the bridge. Single line you would think. Although looky down here, look. Hidden away. An old sleeper. Wow. And without risking one's neck too much, that's probably as good as we're going to get. Tranquility meets industrial. And there, looking closely on the opposite bank, is a revetment made up entirely of rail. That's a first for me. Last look. Now we go along here. The embankment on our right. I think we're heading home at long last. Don't know, 3 miles, just 3 miles to get back. Well, I don't think there's any more railway now because we're heading back the way we came. It's just a trudge through the fields, not too bad. This is as far as we're going today. We're here around this area of the mills, and now we're going to find our way back cross country to the start. That was a bum steer then. We started just below the factory, you can see on the horizon on the right, and the instructions led you to believe you crossed the field to this side, climbed a fence, or climbed a stile and onto a path. What didn't mention was you have to turn left at that corner, trudge up to here, and then there is your stile. The man's an idiot. Always supposing this is the right route. Don't ask me, I don't know where we are. I think our guide has got bored because he says turn right to a previously used hole in the hedge, whereas in fact it's on the left. Go through previously used stile, check, turn sharp left under triple power cables, check, and that's the line of the railway, heading for Dursley. Amazing countryside, and all this just on the outskirts of Dursley. You can tell this is an engineering town. Look, you've got an elaborate dog gate here, self-closing. There's no livestock around, I'm not quite sure why they did that. Kept somebody happy, no doubt. I couldn't let this go by the side of the stile, look. The farmer's helped himself to a railway sleeper fence post. Well done. Follow path under lime trees. Are those lime trees? There's only one path. Well, I'm heading for the gate over there, the metal gate. So this is the field gate. It's posh. You go in for posh field gates around here. Blimey.
Come on.
Nearing home. Well, nearly. We're here somewhere. And a special treat. This is where the branch line actually came from. This is the main line, Gloucester to Bristol, or north to south. And it branched off here and went straight into Dursley. And the appalling noise is the M5 motorway. They used to think the trains were noisy till they got that. This is where the Dursley line branched off from the main line, Gloucester to Bristol line. Just over there on the left, where there appears to be a car in the hedge.